All right, y'all. Welcome to Firepit Conversations. I am one of your co-hosts, Ronnie.
Oh, and I'm Aaron.
And we have another amazing episode for you. But before we dive deep into it and really get to speaking with our wonderful new guest that we have today, we're going to do a quick check-in like we do always. Aaron, tell me what's going on, man.
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. What's new? No, I don't have nothing new. I've been home for 6 weeks. I'm getting itchy. I want to get on the road. I want to travel. Um, but that's it. And y'all are coming down this weekend, so that'll be dope too.
Yes, I'm excited. Can't wait.
How about you, Ronnie? What's new?
Oh man, so I'm still on spring break from work and I was able to take some students to on a college tour today, which was absolutely phenomenal. One of my students, he's a senior and he just was trying to make the decision on which school to go to. And the school that we went to, he was like, "Man, Mr. Ronnie, if I get into this school, I'm going. Like this is it." So we
That's
spent
dope.
a long time together, got them at 8 this morning, dropped them off at 2 o'clock this afternoon on my spring break. But it was so worth it just for him to be so excited about the school that he's going to go to. So we'll hopefully go to. He should be getting his acceptance letter any day now. Fingers crossed. So y'all put good energy in the atmosphere, my boy.
Oh, Ronnie love the kids.
You know I do, man. You know. Yes, I do. But without further ado,
Oh, what did you bring to the pit today, Ronnie?
okay, so I took it light today. I took it light. Normally, I have like a margarita, some crown apple, something like that. But today I'm trying the Stella Rosa blueberry wine. And it's
Mm,
okay. It's
fancy.
Stella Rosa. It's what it is. But yeah, so that's what I brought. What'd you bring, Aaron?
I brought some Crown, peach and Sprite, but my cousin just messed with me on IG because I posted a picture. She said Stella Berry hits every time. So I'm hoping you're enjoying it. I'm not
Yes.
a big wine drinker. Unless I'll drink some white wine. Red wine just give me a headache.
Yeah, especially if it's cheap. Nobody likes that.
All right. So guys, today we have a special guest with us at the pit.
Woo woo.
We have DeLancey.
I'm so excited. It's hard to stay silent with y'all's energy going on because I was letting y'all have your introduction
No.
and I was like, I want to join. There's so
Yeah,
much
come
Well, you're
fun.
at
on.
the pit, so tell
Welcome
us.
to the pit.
Yes. How are you today?
I am fantastic. I'm excited. I actually had people at work asking me, like, what are you going to go do? Because they wanted to invite me to something. I was like, I'm being interviewed on a podcast. I'm going to go do that. And they said, okay, fancy. And I was like, I'll talk to you about it later, but I got to go. Like, I'm already running late.
I love that. I love it.
Awesome.
Well, Delancey, we're just going to ask you the simple question. What brings you to the fire pit today?
What brings me to the fire pit today is I am very, very honored to have been asked to share my adoption story and a little bit of background. And I love adoption. I see the beauty in adoption. I understand there's some hardships. I get that. I will never take away from that. But I just I'm very honored to be at the pit today because I feel like it gives me another chance to share my voice, and I want to do that so badly. So that's what brings me here today.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Well, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you.
So,
Just dive into it. I mean, I
we like for people to start wherever they like to start, wherever they feel comfortable.
can't.
So, take us to your on your journey.
I was about to say, I will say for your listeners, they did give me a rundown, and yet I still get nervous, and I'm like, so what do I do now? Like, like it's so funny. I can talk, but like it's for whatever reason I still get nervous. I guess I will for my particular story, I will start at the beginning.
Okay.
The funny thing is, so I was adopted in Florida. My adoption is a closed adoption, so that's going to be important in a second or in a couple minutes, however that
Mm-hmm.
works.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but 2 weeks before I was born, the couple that was supposed to adopt me, that was not supposed to be able to have children, found out they were pregnant. So they were at a party, and this is my understanding, is they were at a party and they were talking to people about how they just found out they were pregnant. They were going to have to back out of this adoption with this little girl, or maybe they didn't mention the little girl, but they have to back out of the adoption. Either way, they're going to have to back out. And my mom happened to be walking by. And I just found this out, by the way, like a year or two ago, because
Oh,
my jaw
wow.
dropped. And I said, that's kind of a detail I needed.
Right.
But my mom heard them say, we're going to back out. And my mom was like, out of what? Like, out of an adoption, like, we'll take her.
Oh,
They knew nothing. My dad was like, all right, sure, that's fine. They already had 3 kids. Now, mind you, they already had 3 children that were 10, 13, and 15 years old. They'd be starting all over again.
From the beginning.
From the beginning.
Wow.
Diapers and all. And my sisters were going to get that first dry run of being like parents to figure out how hard it is. So kind of a benefit to them a little bit, because I tell all my nieces and nephews, you're welcome. Mistakes they made on me. So, they didn't, have you hold a bottle with your hands and then tie an ace bandage around it to feed yourself so they could watch TV. You're welcome. They did that to me. So, but they agreed to, they said, give the lawyer our information, because it was a closed adoption. It was going through a private attorney. And he reached out to him. They did the home visits, everything that needed to happen. And 2 weeks later, I was born. And they picked me up 3 days after I was born and brought me home. And it was just over after that. Like, I was their daughter. There was no ifs, ands, or buts. It did not matter. Like, I was their kid. I was the baby sister. That's just the way it was. And it's funny now, because my second sister and I joke about it. She overheard my parents talking about how, because I want to say at that time it was 6 months before they would finalize the adoption and, update the birth certificate to say you're my adopted parents, my parents, names and everything. So it was 6 months so that she could have changed her mind.
Yeah.
So they had those conversations, they thought behind closed doors. But my second sister ended up hearing those conversations. And I just found this out like a few years ago about how she had an escape plan. So that if my biological parents came back to come get me, she was going to take me and her Cabbage Patch dolls, and they were going to go down the street and live in the azalea bushes. And I was like, you realize how crazy that sounds? She was like, yeah, as an adult, I do. But
But she had a plan.
Yeah, as
I
a
love that for you.
teenager, I had a plan to keep you with us. You were staying with us. And I was just like, how much, like, how y'all loved me like so much. Like, how, like, that's such a good feeling to know
Yes.
that people were already like accepted you. There was no question. It was what it was. And, growing up, people always like to ask me, when did you find out? Well, I've always known to some level. Some level, I've always understood that I was chosen and brought home, and this is my family. And I always tell people, I took it a little seriously, but my mom would tell me when I was little, and I remember it so distinctly when I was a baby child, like little child, that I was the pick of the litter. And that's why I was special, because I was the pick of the litter. They chose me, they brought me, they picked me, and they brought me home. And I probably took that a little too seriously and thought I was super special. And like, this is why, because I'm the pick of the litter. And I told everybody in the world that I was the pick of the litter. Nobody really understood it.
Right.
Until my mom was like, she means she's adopted. Like, that's what she means. But to me, that's how I expressed it as a child.
Right.
And as I grew up, it was explained a little bit more. They kept it age appropriate. But that's another thing. They never hid the fact that I was adopted. I mean, they have 2 biological children, an adopted child, and then they adopted me.
Okay.
So they had been through this before. And I mean, I'm not going to tell her story because her story is different than mine, but they didn't hide the fact that I was adopted. They didn't try to pretend something was like crazy happened. They had a baby shower celebrating my adoption and being brought home, I mean, at my dad's work. Like they did all the things to say, yeah, she's adopted, but she's our child.
Right.
Like it was a very much an acknowledgement of both things, which was great. So
Love it.
growing up, I I could not be any more their kid. I could not be any more their sister if I was blood related to them. Like it is, our personalities are very much aligned, which some people are like, well, you can learn that. I'm like,
No, no,
not really.
Not really.
not
Not
really.
really. Like you can pick up habits, you can pick up behaviors, but who you are as a human being is who you are as a human being. So,
Right.
but between that, always the older I've gotten, I've said I'm so much like my mom. I'm exactly like my mom. They're like, well, how's that possible? You're adopted. I was like, be around us for 10 minutes. You will see it. We are the same human. We are the same person. It is crazy.
You
But
know what we say in the South is that they feed you until you look like them. Like that is the state,
yes.
that's the phrase that we use. And it's like you may not have that genetic connection, but
Yeah.
everything else is just spot on.
Absolutely. And that is going to be, I want y'all to remember that too, because
Okay, we got that.
that's going to be important in a second. But it's just, I mean, everything, like right down to my career choice. I ended up following in my dad's footsteps. I swore I never would, but of course I did do it. Like I ended up, he was in college athletics, I'm in college athletics.
Wow.
I tried to fight it. I fought it for years, and everybody, when it finally got announced that I got a pretty big step in my career in college athletics at a new university, the messages I got was, of course you did. It was in the stars. Like, why did you try to deny this? Like,
And congratulations, by the way.
thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's definitely it's honestly, it's everything that has been happening in my life, especially the last 6 or 7 years, has led to this new job.
Yeah.
And the reason I say 6 or 7 years, because that is actually, my family's always been encouraging me to meet my biologicals, always encouraged me to find them, always encouraged me to reach out. My mom and dad have been very clear that they are secure in the fact that they're my parents, because that's my hold up. I don't want to hurt y'all. Y'all are my mom and dad. I don't want people to question it. My mom and dad were like, we're secure. We know we're your mom and dad. We know we're your parents. So that was an ongoing conversation to the point that I would just told him, I was like, listen, when I'm ready, I will talk to you about it. I just don't want to have these conversations anymore. This isn't something I want. I don't want it. I don't care. Well, about 7 years ago, my mom and dad sat me down and they're like, listen, we're getting older. We think you should do this. Now, if you tell us you don't want to do it, this is the last time we're bringing this up. We're not talking about this ever again, but we really think you should do this. We really, really think you should do this. And I just went, they're like, if nothing else, you can just tell them thank you and show them this is the life that I've had. And I was like, fine.
Don't you hate when the moms are like so
It's
right?
It makes sense.
Like, dang.
It's like I'm a whole adult and you just mommed me.
And efficiently, like officially mommed you.
Yes. Yes. It was do not pass go, do not collect $200. It was boom, there it is. This is what it is. And my dad's like, your mother's right. And I'm like, of course she is.
Of course she is.
Of course she is. So I remember I finally I said, let me think on this for a couple of days. I need to process it. And so I finally, talked to her and I processed it. And I said, okay, all right, if we're going to do this, I need your help. I don't even know where to start. And I said, it's not entirely fair because like my sisters, and this isn't telling her story, but my sister's adoption was kind of an open adoption because my mom knew the birth mom.
Got you.
She was in contact with her. We knew nothing. My mom was like, okay, so why don't you just start by calling the courthouse in the county where you adopted? Start there, see what they say. Okay, cool. Call the courthouse. Well, ma'am, you're gonna have to come in and be in person, and you're gonna have to file a request to go before a judge to unseal documents. And I went, I don't live there. And she goes, well, you're going to have to travel down here. And I said, so I'm gonna have to travel down there and then file the request and then I'll get seen by a judge. She said, oh no, we'll give you a court date and then you'll have to come back. I'm not doing all that.
That is that's a, like, is it not like, I don't want to say bad enough, but we've already been adopted. Like,
Yeah.
can we make the reunion process as
Like, can
easy
it be
as
easier?
possible?
Yeah, exactly. That was my thoughts. I went, oh God. And they said, I mean, unless you can find the agency that you went through. And I was like, well, I didn't go through an agency. It was a private adoption with an attorney. And she was like, well, you're gonna have to come down here. You're gonna have to fill out paperwork and then you have to get a court date and you're gonna have to come back. And I was like, okay, so on the court date, if I choose to do this, then it's done. She goes, no, it may take a couple of days. Man, I called my mother and I said, forget it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing this. I don't have time. At that time, I had like zero patience for it. I was like, no, not doing it. No. And she goes, well, why don't you just look at your adoption papers and see if it can help you? And I said, hold on. What do you mean my adoption papers? And she goes, yeah, I gave them to you. And I said, no, you did not. And so we had a back and forth about Lancey. Yes, I did. And I was like, Gail, no, you did not. Give me that. And then she said, well, I'm going to go look at my files. You go look in your files. And I was like, I'm not going to go look at my files because I know it's not there. But okay, mama, I'll go look at my files. Like, anyway, long story short, she had them.
You were right.
I was right.
So 1 and 1, you got a
Exactly.
point, mom got a point. Okay.
Exactly. So right now we're tied. And then she said, she told me the names and she said, I have the names. The names are on the adoption papers. And I said, what are the chances of that? Because I mean, closed adoption, I did not expect for us to have access to the names. So she said, so what are you going to do with this? And I went, I will make you a deal. And I was like, you know, if it is meant for me to find them, I will type their names into the search bar at Facebook. And if they pop up, I'm meant to find them. If they don't pop up, I am not meant to find them. Yeah, I found her within like 3 seconds. Typed in her name and boom, there she was, first one. And I was like, and I don't know how this is good, but I just went, oh shit.
And you're like, yep, that's her.
That's
her.
I
Yeah.
took a screenshot. I sent it into the family group chat. Now keep in mind, my mom, my dad, I have 3 older sisters, right? They're all married. They all have children. So we have, hold on, 17, 18, including myself, people in this group chat.
Wow.
And that's just my immediate family. And I sent them a screenshot and I said, oh my God, I think I found her. And then immediately rapid fire text messages. Everyone is Facebook stalking her. They're looking. They said, that is definitely her. That is her. Y'all look just alike. You do this, you do this. Oh my God, she has other kids. And starts going down the, like, I mean, off the rails to the point that I just like looked at my phone. And I went, I cannot deal with this right now.
That was me. That was me. I'm with you. It's just like, you know what? I need another night.
I need a minute. Like,
yeah.
Because it's a lot. Like it makes me anxious just thinking about it again, because it's a lot to process staring at it. And generally, y'all have been there, you know, like you're staring at it going, oh God, reality. I have to deal with this now. And you think even when you are the most prepared and you're ready, you still have that, oh God moment. Like, you still have it.
Oh, yep.
And people don't understand. I don't think people understand how, like, when you get that, it is like you said, no matter how prepared you think you are, this is like, okay, this, you said you was prepared, boom, here it is. And then you're like, yeah, no, I'm not quite ready. I need a day or two, and then I'll deal with it.
Exactly. And even after the day or two, you have to start thinking, well, what do I say? What do I do? Do I friend request her? Do I send her a message? Like what do I do? This is a lot. And this is how my mind works. My mind, after I took a few days, because my whole family was invested. not just my family, but also where I was working at the time got invested. Like everybody was invested. And I was just like, I know y'all are thinking this is all amazing, but like this is, it's a lot.
It's
It's
a
a lot.
lot. And
It's
there's no
heavy.
turning back. Like you know,
Yeah,
you can't really like, oh, let me reach out and then I'm just not gonna talk again. Like once you kind of
exactly.
extend or open that door, it's like the door is always open, no matter how cracked or wide open
Yep.
the door is open.
Yep.
Yep.
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly. And you can't, like you said, you can't undo that. So you have to think about it and you have to be thoughtful and you have to be like, you have to be true to who you are and you want to be
mm-hmm.
honest and you want to be
Mhm.
all the things. You want to be respectful. And then, or you could just send a message like I did when you finally just say, forget it. Let's just see what happens.
Right.
Literally just got just fed up and got tired of the anxiousness. And this is probably not a good thing that I do sometimes, but I finally just said, forget it. And I picked up my phone and I clicked on her profile and I clicked message and I said, hey, you don't know who I am, but if you had a baby in 1984 with your boyfriend or whoever he was named, put his name in there, and it was a baby girl, I think you might be my biological mom. Let me know. Thanks. Bye. Who said that? Like, I mean, I
You
think,
know, but these are the facts. Like
yeah, they're
I
facts.
have this is who I am. I'm not even
Mhm.
sure if this is who you are.
Right.
I'm sure, but not really 100%. But
Exactly. Who knows what could happen at this point? Something could happen, something may not happen. It may not be you. You may not even have your Facebook account active anymore. Who knows what's going on? Like
Right.
it
Yep.
could be a catfish account. That was the other thing. We're gonna get to that in a second.
Oh,
That
oh Lord.
it was
Yes.
it was, I'm telling you, my brain went off the rails to the point that my whole family was like, what's it like being you? Your mind is very, very odd. And I'm like, I'm aware, trust me, I live with it daily. But it took her about a week or two to reply.
mm,
And she said it was because she didn't see it. That
Could be
was
true.
after, because it was I mean, requests, I'm assuming, for
yeah.
just in there. And the response I got was, oh my God, I can't believe it's you. Yes, I think you're my biological daughter. I
Mm.
did have a baby girl born on this with this man. And that was just where it started to have and then that was the other moment when I looked at it and went, oh God, it's even more real now.
It would have been easier if she was like, nope, this stuff wasn't true. You're
No,
like, well,
no clue who you are.
so those 2 weeks, week or two, however that in that space of time between sending your message and receiving the message from her, what's going through your mind?
Oh God, what have I done? A lot.
Ah.
Oh God, what have I done? And then what if it's not really her?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And then what if she did read it and she wants nothing to do with me, which is
Mm,
something that could be a reality?
very true.
Or what if it's she says, glad to see you're doing well, but I have a new life and I want nothing to do with you, which again would respect that as well. Because I mean, and that's what was going through my head, like all the possible scenarios over the 2 weeks, because all of those could very much be real.
Yeah.
And they're real
Mhm.
for someone out there. So it was trying to process it. And my whole family did a really, really good job of asking me how I want to check in. Are you okay? How are you? What are you thinking? What are you feeling? We're here for you. We support you. We think it's important. Do you want to look for him? Do you want to look for your bio dad? And the response, as my mom said, I just have a feeling they're together, even though you can't find him. Her last name is his last name. I think they're together.
Mm, mm.
And with
Mm.
that, I'm telling you details. Pin that too. Um, it's so every possible scenario went through my head, every possible scenario. And then when she did respond, and then it just went from there, just like a flood of emotions and feelings. And all I could respond was, oh my gosh, that's so exciting. And I'm over here like, it's insane. I mean, we never even exchanged phone numbers. We only talked through Facebook Messenger, and I ended up driving to Florida to meet her. My oldest sister went with me because we all knew I needed to have supervision.
Yeah,
I needed,
understandable.
yeah, I needed to have somebody there who knows me
Right.
and would know how to navigate the situation. If I'm being honest, looking back on it, I wish I would have taken my mom.
Mm,
I I
Mm.
feel like at the same time, I still made the right decision. I
yeah.
wish I would have taken my mom, but I still feel like I made the right decision after finding out the things that I know now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but that meeting went really well. It went great. It was super emotional for me. I'm an emotional person anyway, so I cry super easy. And it was just like I was like, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. And then my sister goes, well, why don't you call her? And I said, when we went to meet her, and I said, I don't have, oh my God, I don't have her number. She was like, you don't have her number? You never FaceTimed with her? And I said, no. Oh my God, she's a catfish. She's not real. She's messing with me. And I'm going to be standing there in the hotel parking lot waiting for her, and no one's going to show up. And my sister was just like, what's wrong with you? Like, why did your mind go straight there? And I said, because that's what happens on the show Catfish. I mean, she was like, no, calm down. No. Um, but she brought, I have three younger siblings with her.
Okay. So you're the oldest?
I'm the oldest of the four.
Okay.
There's about a 7-year age gap, I think 6 or 7 year age gap between me and the next one.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's me and then a daughter, a son, and then there's another daughter who just turned 17, who just turned 17.
Oof.
So there's some age,
It's age gap.
there's some age gaps, right?
Were they young?
My bio mom and bio dad were young. They were
Okay.
20. They were
Oh,
19,
20.
19, 20. No, they were 19 when she had me.
Okay.
They turned 20 that following November. So
Gotcha.
they met overseas in Germany.
Mm.
Both of their parents were in the military. And so they went to
Mm.
high school over in Germany. That's where they were with a bunch of other kids. And I'm going a little off track here, but there was a friend of theirs who I'm friends with on Facebook. I've actually connected with some of their friends from high school
Mm-hmm.
on Facebook, and they'll tell me stories. And she just told me a story recently that was like, hey, listen, I just don't want you to feel bad about, how you came to be. And I was like, and I wrote her back and I said, I mean, I didn't and I haven't, but now I'm curious where you're going with this. What's
Right.
up? And she goes, well, the 80s in Germany were very different than the 80s in America. She was like, it was a little more free for all. And I was like, okay, that's expected, right? That's fine. I mean, like, I don't feel like that changes anything. I
Right.
don't mean, and for me, it doesn't because after the initial meeting with her and meeting with the siblings and stuff, they're always going to be awkward. And as
Yeah.
we got to know each other more, things got more open. And think like a year or two later, I went to visit them in Jacksonville again. And when I was there, she gave me this book in this like box that had everything in it from her relationship with him.
Wow.
Every
Wow.
letter, every card, the mixtape he made her from when she came to America to have me,
Mm.
everything, like down to his driver's license. I
Oh,
have it.
wow.
So that's important because one of the things she had to tell me that actually made me way more emotional than I thought it was going to. And I think I'm better about it now than I used to be. But one of the things that she had to tell me within the first couple of days of us connecting, and if I cry, I apologize, kind of.
No apology needed.
Yeah.
But so my biological dad actually died in 86.
Mm.
So but so I was born in 84.
Okay.
April of 84. They got married in December of 85.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Okay.
And he ended up passing away, I want to say it was like July or August of 86. So it was a very rough 3 years for her.
Yeah.
And it sucks because, you know, everyone has their perspective on people, and I respect people's perspectives because can't change them. It's just how it is. But especially with talking with some of his friends from high school, I think he would have been such a great man. Like he
Yeah.
was cool. He I'll touch on that in a second because I don't I can feel it. Um, but the few years that she and I were getting to know each other, when she gave me that, I sat in the middle of the floor in the room reading his letters. Like I had their wedding tape, I had everything, and I'm just going page by page, opening carefully each thing, and I'm opening and I'm reading the letters and I'm looking at all this stuff. And this is one of those moments that I'm just like, this is amazing. I can't meet this man, but I can at least see who he was.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm about to share this next part because I think this is important, because no matter how special we think something is, there's always going to be somebody who will try to ruin it for us.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And her brother came in and said, "What's that?" And she said, it's the book that I made for me and Mark, you know, of our relationship and all the stuff for her." And he goes, "Why? Mark sucked. He was an awful human being."
Mm.
What's that for you to say, dude? Just what is that for you to say?
It's exactly. And that's probably the first time I've ever said that out loud
Yeah.
publicly. Like, but I feel like that's an important part because there's always going to be somebody that tries to, you know, rain on your parade. And it's like,
Always.
you know, and healed me is very different than unhealed me. Like
Okay.
early 20s me would have been like, let me put this book down and let me get up and let me tell you why you don't need to do this. Hand motions, cuss words, whole thing. Like, let
The
me
whole
tell
nine.
you
Yeah.
yourself. The whole,
Rightly
like,
so.
let's do a production. Let's make a scene. Third in my 30s, I'm more of a, okay, now I see who you are.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
Yeah.
maneuver accordingly.
Yes.
I'm gonna maneuver accordingly. And if I have to say something, I'll say something. But as of right now, whatever. And I looked at her and I just said, well, that's really just sad to hear. And I just kept on minding my business, reading his, and I still do it sometimes. I'll still pull out the book occasionally. That was years ago. I'll still pull out the book occasionally every couple of months and read letters. And as time went on, I didn't talk to her all the time. We would just talk every once in a while. And like my mom and dad would be like, have you talked to her? Like, you know, we want to meet her. I introduced her to my parents, and my mom and dad, like, my mom hugged her so big, and so did my dad. And my mom said, "You gave us the greatest gift. Thank you so
Oh,
much
that's
for
beautiful.
this." Like, and my dad's like, "We love her. Like, thank you." And it was very much, it was very much a unique meeting for me to see, because it was so important for me to make sure my parents knew they're still number one. Like,
Yes.
they were my
Mhm.
parents. Nobody else is a parental figure. No one else is a grandmother. Nobody else is an aunt and uncle. No, I mean, like siblings, all right, but like authority figures, even though I'm an adult, authority figures are still established. Um, so it just, and it went from there. The downfall of the relationship started after she and I started talking about his family.
Mm-hmm.
Should I reach out to his family? I feel like that would be important, to reach out to his family and tell them I'm here. You
Yeah.
know, I'm here. Think, you know, it'd be nice to connect, learn some things, like whatever. And she kept pushing it off, pushing it off. I'll do it eventually. I'll do it eventually. I'll do it eventually.
Mm.
I want you to do it. I don't want you to do it. And at first I didn't understand why. And then there were a couple of factors as to why that happened. But about back in 2021 was when I finally just said, you know what, forget this. I'm just not, I don't have time for this. Like, I'm just going to reach out,
Mhm.
kind of like I did with, I'm just going to send this message. I'm going to shoot them a message, shot a
Yep.
message. Hey, it was the brother. And I said, hey, I'm pretty sure you're my biological dad's brother. This is who I am. This is the name of my biological dad. I'm pretty sure he's your brother. Um, if this is all accurate, I would like to connect with the family and, get to know y'all a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you have ever opened Pandora's box in your lifetime, this was it for me. Like, it wasn't like a crack the door open and see what happens. It was like kick it in, like I'm a fireman with a donkey kick about to go save somebody's life. Like,
Wow.
it was, and that's fine because I know I'm the only living connection to their son.
Right.
I understand. I got that. I sent her flowers on Mother's Day. I sent them an album. I gave my bio mom one too, an album of my life from the time I was baby all the way up until like present time, so they could see pictures and things that like I had a good life. And the responses that I got were, it would have been better if we had stayed in your life or if you had stayed with us. She took you. He didn't want to give you up, so he didn't abandon you. Don't believe that. Don't believe he left you. She's the one that took you. That got said a lot. She took you. Um, I just think your upbringing would have been better with us. And I'm just over, and then and I call them Mr. and Ms. by their first name because I was raised in the South. That's how we
We have
acknowledge our
manners.
elders. Yeah, we have manners. And I would say, Miss So and so, and she'd go, absolutely no, you will call me grandma.
Lady, I don't know you.
Thank
Like,
you.
let's be clear. Like, I don't know, and I don't.
Wait a motherfucking minute.
Yeah.
I don't think biological family.
Mm-hmm.
While y'all have this genetic connection, especially when you've had some trauma associated, like with your son, and that, like, we get it,
Mm-hmm.
but y'all have to acknowledge, like, saying stuff like, "Oh, life would have been better with us." That ain't working for me because
It's
what you're
not
saying is my parents didn't do a good job when they
that.
did. So let's not do that. Now the other stuff where you say she took you, okay,
Okay,
he didn't
that's
want to
your
abandon you,
perspective.
cool, we cool with that. But don't talk on my parent like that. That's where me
That's
and my
where
birth family had some like.
so
Don't do
you
that.
get it. You get it because that was where I was like, "Ah, dear sweet baby Jesus, give me straight."
Wrapped in a manger on this good Easter weekend.
Right.
No.
Yeah, right.
Because, I mean, it's because just like you said, like that's your perspective that she took me. Okay, fine, whatever. Whatever. I don't like it. I'm gonna say,
Right.
well, I mean, I get that's your perspective, but I don't necessarily agree with that.
Right.
When you say he never wanted to give you up, I've read the letters in his handwriting. Yes, he wanted to place me. He never said give me up. He never said turn his back on me. She's never said that, but they wanted to give me a better life. That's what he said. And I mean, I've kind of had a fantastic life. My life is kind of awesome.
It's
So
kind of great over here.
exactly, I'm good. And so and like you said, with saying you would have been better with us, your upbringing would have been better with us. Okay, first of all, don't invalidate my family
Don't
because
do it.
we don't do that here because I'm a ride or die for my mom and dad. I'm a ride or die
Okay.
for my sisters.
Okay.
Ride or
They
die
know
and ride again.
exactly, exactly. And it's so funny because they know if they need somebody that is going to have their back, no questions asked, I'm always the one that gets called.
Hands
Every
down.
hands down, every time. Doesn't matter if it's just because they need me to say, you're absolutely right. I've got you if you need me to. That's just the way it is. In my family, I've always been they call it because I'm the crazy one, which kind of that was unhealed version of me. Healed is a little more like I have questions, but I'll be riding shotgun while I'm asking the questions.
Right.
So, it's fine. So it was very much I would have to politely correct
Yeah.
and say, I understand, but I don't feel comfortable giving you that title I had a grandmother, I had a grandfather that I was very close with. I do not feel comfortable calling you that when I just met you. And then I found out that they called her, my bio mom, and chastised her for quote unquote hiding me. To which I called them immediately when I found that out. And I said, so what we're not going to do
Yeah, we're not doing that.
we're not doing this. We're not doing this whole entire dramatic create scenarios that didn't happen because I don't like drama. I hate drama. I hate chaos. Now, if I somehow get involved in it, so be it, but I do my best to avoid it. I don't like it. It's not fun. It makes me very anxious. And I don't like being anxious. And
No.
that was a conversation we had to have. And they tried to say we didn't do that. And I said, are you kidding?
Oh, now, Grandma, you ain't calling me no liar.
Now
Yeah,
you
it's
calling me a
like,
liar?
it's like, we're not doing this. We're not gonna say I'm lying. We're not gonna say anybody's lying. And I was like, I don't know exactly what was said, but did you or did you not call her? Well, I mean, we just wanted to know why.
You know
Why?
what?
And I said, okay, so now you're owning it that you did do this. And I
Right.
said, I understand that you felt like you should have been included in every single, step of the way. And I said, but legally, they were adults to make that decision. Legally, I'm a whole adult.
That part.
Grown
So
AF.
exactly. So we're not going to do this. And I told them, and I said, so let me be clear. I was like, I don't think we should have further contact verbally anymore unless I change my mind. I will keep y'all as Facebook friends. So you can see what I post on my social media. You can see what's going on. And I said, but you've crossed lines and boundaries way too many times. And I did what I was obligated to do out of respect for the man that created me.
Who is
And
not here to
who was not
speak
here.
for anything, talk about anything, say anything. Like, I have these letters, and I think the best thing for us to do is you can do you over there, and I'm gonna allow you to watch my social media, and I
Watch
might
me
even just
over
make
here.
you a friend, a separate. I might take you out of some friend groups or whatever, but that's all you get. You get nothing
Exactly.
else.
Exactly. And I feel like that's healthy. It's healthy.
Very.
It's okay to create boundaries for people and to say, I'm not like, give them a chance, be like, listen, that's not okay. We're not going to do this. And if they keep doing it, okay, now we're really not doing this. Like
Mm-mm.
I've given you time and time again as human beings now, we do not have to allow chaos in our lives to make other
Nope.
people happy. It's just gross.
We don't. And so one of my best friends from high school, her name is Lauren. Shout out LP. She says boundaries save lives. They always have and they always will. And
Mhm.
it's just something that I have. She said it probably we were like 17 when she said it. And it has just stuck with me since then. Like, it is so important. Like, and I'm not gonna keep redrawing my boundary. Like, this is it. And
Right,
if you don't respect it, that's cool because you don't have to.
right.
You just don't have access to me. And that's fine.
See, and exactly. And it's like, that's your choice at this point. Like I tell
Oh,
you how
yeah.
you can have access to me that's going to work for both of us. And you're
Mhm.
choosing not to do that. So that's fine. Your VIP pass is revoked. I'm okay with
Yeah,
that.
That's it.
that's
I'm
it.
okay.
You in
So
general admission.
exactly, exactly. You can be in the nosebleed seats and we can watch what's happening. And that's just how we're going to live our lives at this point. But
Yeah.
it's like with that, and then, I talked to my bio mom and I told my family about it. And my family was like, gosh, that's just unfortunate, but you tried. So it's fine. We have your back no matter what. We support you no matter what. And I told my bio mom, and she was like, well, I just knew this was going to happen. They're, overbearing and stuff. And that's why I didn't want to reach out to them at first. And I was like, I get it. And I said, but
Mhm.
I felt very strongly it needed to be done.
Yeah.
And I said, on top of that, I'm an adult. I can do this. And she said, yeah, but you're my kid. That should have been a red flag
Red
number.
flag.
It
Red.
should have
Red
been. It should have
flag.
been. And it should have been. And it wasn't. And I just from then on, like the oldest daughter, my younger sister, just skipping ahead a little bit, she ended up getting engaged.
Mm-hmm.
And she and I had not really talked to each other. She had no interest in me. And I was like, all right, I mean, I would like for us to be friends, but if you don't want to be my friend, I'm not going to chase you down. That's fine.
At all.
I'm okay with
Right.
it. Yeah. Like I have three sisters. It's fine.
Right.
Um, and then bio mom told her when she got engaged, DeLancey's going to be in your wedding party. And I was like, don't tell her that. Don't tell her that. I'm okay with just being invited. I was like, do you not understand that wedding pictures last forever? We've never had a conversation, just me and her. Do not do this.
Mm-mm.
And she's like, no, my children are going to do this, that, and the other. Again, red flag number two. Number
Number two.
And I remember him very distinctly. Then out of nowhere, a couple weeks later, I get a text message from my sister, and she said, hey, my fiance and I are gonna be driving through Mobile, because I was living in Mobile at the time. That was before I moved back to Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I was living in Mobile at the time, and we're driving through Mobile, and we are going to we're headed to Florida. Is it okay if we stay with you? I mean, all right. I have a guest room. This gives me a chance to talk to you. I get to meet your fiance. And the fiance actually told her, give her a chance. Don't go off of what your mother is saying. I almost said mom and mother at the same time. That didn't work. Don't go off what your mother is saying. Give her a chance. She's her own person. She wasn't raised with y'all.
Right.
Give her a chance. And they ended up staying. They came and stayed with me. And then, I got us dinner and stuff. And we ended up talking until 3 o'clock in the morning, the three of us.
Wow.
And I mean, we got along really well. And I think that we would still get along really well, but I understand why, she and I don't have contact anymore, which we'll touch that in anyway. She that went great, and then we got closer. Well, then it was 2021. Yeah, 2021 was when she got married. And at that wedding,
Shit show.
oh my God.
No.
Okay, so I was Switzerland for everybody. They asked me, can you please be the one that is the go-between for everyone? Basically, the quote unquote wedding asshole. Like you put the foot down, and I said,
I just got here.
yeah, right.
I'm new to this.
I'm new to everybody. Like, and we're talking. So, like, I've known my bios for 4 years at this point. About 4 years. Still don't know them as well as I should, because we don't live in the same area. How would we? Anyway, so I drive over to Texas, and like me and her fiance, we talk on the phone regularly, like probably once a week at that point, for hours. Like we talk about everything. It is what it is. And they asked me to do that. And I was just like, okay, fine. It's your wedding. I'm willing to do whatever you want. It's your wedding. Well, I get there. I don't mind. She asked me, I offer to help cook for the reception. Now, this was a very small, intimate wedding, like maximum 25, 30 people. And that includes the wedding party. So I was like, yeah, I'll cook. And she goes, well, I don't want a wedding cake. And bio mom was like, you're going to have a wedding cake. You're not. And she was like, well, I want to wear a black dress. You're not wearing a black dress. You're wearing white. It was just like constant yang back and forth between the two of them. And I'm just sitting here thinking it's so weird, because I remember when you're telling me about your wedding to my bio dad, his mom did that to you and you pitched a fit and you didn't like it. So now you're doing it to your daughter. I don't. Whatever, not my place. I'm there. I meet his mom, and his mom hugs me big, and she's like, we're so glad you're here. We just need somebody to mediate. Okay, fine, I'll mediate. When I tell you, she was off the rails from the moment she stepped in the house. I'm not putting up with anybody's BS this weekend. And I went, you just got here.
Right. And who you talking to?
Like, chill out. you just got here, chill out. It's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, well, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand why this is there and that is there. And just starts immediately going to town. I was like, I said, how about this? We're still figuring out food stuff for like breakfast and lunch and everything. I said, why don't y'all unload your car? Your room's back there in the back. Go ahead and put your stuff up, get unpacked, maybe get a shower. You've been driving all day. Figure it out. I mean, it just like it was constant battle, battle, battle. She screamed at his dad while we were trying to do the rehearsal because she's like, no one's listening to me. You're not running the rehearsal. That's the pastor's job, which happens to be his dad. Off the rails. Then the morning of their wedding, she's in the back, my sister's in the back room getting ready. She's like, taking her time. All the bridesmaids are back there. I'm not back there yet because I am trying to get stuff together in there, which is fine. Then she comes in and says something to the effect of, what are you doing? And I said, I'm about to go move the tables. And she said, yeah, they said they couldn't move the tables without you. Why are you in charge? And I said, I'm not in charge. I'm the neutral party. And she goes, yeah, well, you need to listen to what I'm saying because what I say goes. My children listen to me. Yeah, well, that third one got burned. It didn't even get a chance to fly up in the air. It got set on fire because I turned and looked her dead in the eyes and I said, the last time I checked, you didn't raise me. You showed up 4 years ago, but thanks. And I shut the refrigerator door and then I turned around and realized his entire family was standing there. And they all just sat there and they're like, didn't know. And that was the downfall of our relationship.
So that was, you said 21, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's
December of 22.
December. Okay.
Was when it was the last time we spoke.
So the last, so y'all haven't spoke since.
Her dog attacked my dog.
Pocket?
I went to, yeah, Pocket. Her 80-pound pit bull lab attacked my 6-pound Pomeranian at Christmas. And when that happened, because I spent Christmas with my family and then I drove to go spend like after Christmas, do second Christmas with them.
Yeah.
And because she was like, I really just want to have all my kids under one roof. And I remember looking at my mom and saying, I don't like, exactly. And she did that a lot. I was like, I just don't like it. My mom was like, come on, just show some grace, show some grace. And I'm like, oh, fine. And I got there on like the night of the 26th, the night of the 27th at like 9:45 p.m. My dog, I remember it exactly. My dog was walking inside from being outside. They were cohabitating fine. And they were outside and they come inside. And as this little 6-pound fluffy dog is walking by, she sideways steps on the dog, the bigger dog's blanket. And he went for her neck. It went after her and like got her and like shook her for a second before everybody lost their minds. And I bolted straight for her. I mean, she ran to the kitchen screaming, and my younger half sister, she drove me and Pocket to the emergency vet. Because I was trying to look up an emergency vet while I was holding her, because as long as I was holding her, she wasn't screaming and crying. And then as I'm holding her, bio mom tried to come over and take her from me, and she freaked out again. And so I said, please don't touch her right now. And I said it like probably in a very stern voice, but this isn't about you right now.
Right.
And she got up and huffed back into the room and slammed the door and stayed in there. And so I went to the emergency vet. We didn't get back until probably about 1 o'clock in the morning, midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And they were all asleep, acting like it was fine. She never spoken again. She sent me, my mom and dad sent me money to help cover the vet bill, which they didn't have to do because I had the money, but they look at her as like a granddaughter.
Yeah, that's their grandbaby.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, we would do this for any of our grandchildren. So we're of course going to do it for her. And so that happened. And I mean, I started driving at 4 o'clock in the morning because I just couldn't stay there.
You took a nap and hit the road.
I took a nap, hit the road, took her. She was drugged up. I would have to pull off at rest stops and sleep for like 30 minutes here and there. And I mean, beside myself, call my parents, like sobbing to the point that my dad was like, do we need to come meet you and drive you? We'll come meet you. And I'm like, no. My mom goes, we'll stop at a hotel. And I'm like, I just want to go home. I want to go home. And my mom goes, I just can't believe she hasn't spoken to you. To this day, the only thing, there have been 2 ways she has reached out. One was a Venmo payment that said vet bill. And I talked to my parents about it. My mom said, send that back to her and tell her thank you, but my parents have already covered it and you'll get your point across. And I sent her the money back and I sent her a text saying, I appreciate the gesture, but my mom and dad already helped me with the vet bill. Taking money from you would be wrong, but I do appreciate it. And I sent it back to her. And the second one was I was brought into a group text that said, oh, you know, baby sister's 16th birthday in Hawaii is coming up. Can't wait to see y'all in 2 weeks. I'm not going to Hawaii with y'all. Y'all lost your mind.
Yeah, I ain't gonna see me in 2 weeks.
Yeah, you're not gonna see me in 2 weeks. First of all, my best friend is getting married in 2 weeks. My best friend. And he's more family than y'all are. So, and I remember, I just was like, you never even gave me the dates. And that's the thing, never spoke. I haven't spoken to any of them since. I think my younger sister that I was the closest with, I sent her a text when I got back and said, hey, we made it back. Sorry, we had to leave. Text me how much my ticket was to whatever movie it was, and I'll send the money via Venmo to pay y'all back, you know, whatever. And she said, glad you made it. And nothing. It's been over a year. But I will say, all of that has definitively helped me to be who I am today.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I've forgiven myself and them because I probably could have handled some things better. I probably could have stayed and waited and had a conversation, but I also know that unhealed me had a better chance of handling that situation than healed me.
Yeah.
So I know myself, and it's just I love when I hear people say adoption is trauma. My trauma came after. Yes. And it's like,
I was cool with being put up for it. I was cool with the choice of adoption. I'm cool with that. I don't have no beef, no problem, no issue with you, your mama, your baby dad. I don't have no smoke with nobody, but how you've acted and the person that you've shown me to be since meeting, that is the problematic person for me.
And that's the thing. My mom keeps saying, gosh, you know, she's had a rough life. And I said, and there are so many avenues you can take to get help now.
Therapy.
Oh boy, say it again, because that go over my head when they say that. Ooh, don't get me started.
Right? It's the truth, though. It's so
yeah.
Look at them and go, it is 2024. Everyone goes to therapy now.
Everybody got an 800 number now.
Yes.
You know,
everybody
for everything.
Exactly.
No, I mean, there's no excuses.
There are no excuses anymore to continue with being a problematic person. And you remember how I said, I don't know if I said it exactly this way in the beginning, but I said like there was going to be a detail there to remember about the 2 weeks and everything was working out. I firmly believe that everything happens for a reason, and I firmly believe that because I am a Christian and I believe in God and I love him and he loves me and we are super strong together, and I've gotten so much closer over him the last few years, especially with everything that I've learned. I firmly believe that God looked at the plan and said, oh God, not her.
Not her.
This one over here. This one right here. We're going to put her here. And because I firmly believe that there are some things in me that are genetic that I've learned about her and him that I'm like, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's it.
No denying that. But I think that even though I have that genetic, like the genetic things that are there, it worked in a way to what that's why I fit so well with my family,
Yeah.
because I have his loving and caring heart to make sure. That was a story I was told the other day, is he made sure everyone felt seen. I
Mm.
was like, how profound in the early 80s that he made sure everybody he walked past, he spoke to or smiled to, or like if they were looking at him, he touched them and said, "Hey, how are you?" Or like that,
Mm.
so they would feel seen. He made sure everyone around him knew he saw them.
Yeah.
He
That's
was
one of the best compliments.
exactly. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is one of my biggest things, is that you speak, you
Yeah.
smile, you talk. If you see somebody in a cute outfit, oh my gosh, that outfit's so cute, whether you know them or not. Like,
Yeah.
do that. And the fiery temper thing that I got, the sass and the attitude, definitively is a mixture of the two of them for sure.
Yeah.
But my parents did such a great job with me and my sisters, but I can only speak about my upbringing, with making sure that I understood that everything that I had, I was not entitled to it,
Mm-hmm.
that it was all a blessing, that I have to work hard to earn
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
what I'm going to be given, and that I am not entitled to anything.
Nothing at all.
Nothing is going to be handed to me. Nothing is going to be given to me. I will work and earn it. And like in school, you will make good grades. That is how you earn all of these like extra clothes or shoes or
Mm.
toys or whatever it is you want. Like if you make good grades, we're going to reward you. If you make bad grades, we're going to take it away. Like that's just how this works.
That's
Like
how life is.
Yep.
exactly. And you know, with everything, I really feel like they gave me the genetic material, kind
Mm-hmm.
of they created the clay, and
Mm-hmm.
my parents molded the sculpture.
Yes. Oh, listen, that is so well said. And I think that the three of us all being and having been in similar situations, I think we can all agree to it. So I'm glad to know that you came through that bigger, better, stronger, braver, wiser, and all of those great things. And so the last question before we get to what burns us up, my question to you is, what do you tell another adoptee getting ready to embark on that reconnection journey or connection journey?
It's okay to not feel ready.
Mm,
It's
Yep.
okay to have doubt. It's okay to be scared. And it's okay to be overwhelmed, and it's okay to be happy. And it's okay to share your journey with other people. You don't
mhm.
have to hide it. It's okay to be proud. And I think all of that to say, I mean, just be prepared for being unprepared.
Mm.
I
Well,
mean,
well said. Well said. That's so no, that's so beautiful. Like I think, and we both kind of say the similar things. Like you just don't know. So like I found out I was adopted on Ancestry. Aaron always knew he was adopted, and it's just one of those like,
hold on. You found out on Ancestry?
whew, go back to the first season of
I need to go
Firepit.
back and listen, because I've listened to an episode or two. I need to go back and listen to the whole thing. Good Lord.
Oh yeah, and then we can reconnect after that. Oh, but it's one of those things. Like back to what you're saying. Like be prepared for the unexpected. Like whatever you think you may know,
Yep.
and then you may not know. And
Mhm.
so just being prepared for the feelings or being prepared to feel I'm not ready. Like all of those things. I love that what you said. Like all of those things, all of it. It's okay to be okay. It's okay to not be okay. It's
Mhm.
okay.
Absolutely.
Whatever it is that you're feeling, good, bad, or indifferent, it's okay. Feel the
It's
feels.
okay. It's okay to have it all.
It's okay.
Mm.
Wow. Oh man. Wow. Well, I'm for one, I'm happy that you were able to come on and share your
Me too.
journey
That was
with
dope.
us.
That was dope.
That was
Just say, and
amazing.
I just noticed, I was like, oh my God, I've been like talking forever. I'm so sorry. And it's
No,
like,
no
I,
apology.
I
We
try
like
to
it like
keep
that.
it.
No, we got you. You are fine. We like because our stories are so multifaceted, right? And there's so many like layers to it, and you're to try to condense it into, you know, like
Yes.
but you can't give certain details without the other details. So no, I think it was beautiful. Perfectly well said.
Thank you.
Yes, and thank you. But we're not through yet. We're going to our last segment. And so many people love this segment, What Burns You Up? Like, because people will tell us, like, that burnt me up too. Or I want to get on just so I can share my What Burns Me Up. So I think, DeLancey, if you're okay with sharing first as our esteemed guest, what has burned you up?
Recently?
Yes.
Very, very, I got dragged on Twitter recently and that burned me up. I got told by a lot of adoptees that I don't care about the adoption community and I don't give a shit about the adoption community. I'm a terrible person. And that until I learned to say that adoption is human trafficking, nobody cares about what I have to say.
The nerve of you. The
When
nerve of these people.
When
I say
I
it for
tell
you.
you, oh my God. And it was all because I posted so I used to do a podcast and I posted a review where somebody said, thank you so much for y'all sharing your, because it was me and a friend of mine for sharing your journeys and having people on there. And it's so helpful to hear positive stories. That's why I firmly believe there needs to be both, all different facets, all different, everything needs to be shared. We don't need to gatekeep anything, share it all.
No, share it.
And the amount of adoptees that came out of nowhere and were like, don't silence adoptees, don't do that. And I mean, nothing, like it just made my blood boil because all I could think was, so what you're telling me not to do, you're doing to me.
To you. Right.
Like, can we just say pot meets kettle here, or what should we do? I mean, it just, to the point that I just could only respond with, I'm going to pray for you.
God bless you. And that's it. God
Because
bless.
because I firmly believe what I put on social media, I mean, especially with the career that I have, in any career, actually, when you think about it, any career, what you put on social media can come back on you.
Yeah.
So, but yes, that is what.
Oh, that would burn me up. But I say, good for you to continue to tell your story. Everyone's experience is not the same, and that is okay. But you can't tell me not to tell my story because you're upset about your story or you've experienced this immense amount of trauma. We get it. We respect your opinion and your perspective and your experiences, but it's just not mine. So don't do that.
Right.
Don't do that.
Don't silence me because you think you're more valuable. That's like not okay.
Not okay at all. Wow. That sucks. That would burn me up too. That would burn me up too. Thank you for sharing. Aaron, what's burned you up?
Man, I went to play pickleball yesterday for 4 hours and I came back sore than I've ever felt in my life. So that burned me up. It burnt me up. Like, oh, I could feel it in my shin. Oh, I feel it, the shin to my hamstring, to my foot, to my shoulder. I was like, oh, I got on the heating pad. I had to get.
Oh, man.
Get you some Tiger Balm.
Yeah, oh yeah, Tiger Balm. I need to put some on. But yeah, that's it, man. It's getting old sucks.
How about say you're not as young as you used to be?
No.
That's a harsh reality we all got to face at some point.
Oh, man. I faced it yesterday. Ronnie, what burned you up? Don't say nothing about these kids now.
Leave my kids alone. No, my kids are great. We're on spring break, so I don't even have to see them that much. But no, what burned me up is people not saying excuse me. Like, and what I mean by like excuse me, like we're both walking in opposite directions on the sidewalk, and like you feel like you don't have to move, and I feel like it should be a mutually respectful thing. You move to the left, I move to like we both move collectively to get around one another, but like for you to just like keep coming and just not move, not say excuse me, bump, not say excuse me, or people like bump into you or hit you on accident. Clearly it's on accident, right? But then just won't say excuse me. Like I don't know who raised people, but like to just not have decent courtesy and respect for another human life, to just be like, oh my bad, I'm so sorry, excuse me, I didn't mean that, or like cutting you off like a waitress did this the other day. We're in a restaurant, we're both talking, and she just interrupts and says, you know, are y'all ready to order? Not, oh, hey, excuse me. Are y'all like nothing? And it's like, but you operate on tips. Like, I don't know why people feel like they don't need to or have to say excuse me. It is just common courtesy. Just say excuse me. And I don't think that's anything major, but it infuriates me.
Mhm.
My
Oh,
other thing is saying thank you if someone hold the door for you.
simple.
Or not hold the door for you at all when they see that you're right behind them.
And you
Oh
see
yeah,
him,
I
you
look.
turned around and saw me right behind you.
You see me. You
You
didn't let the
see
door
me.
shut in my face. You see me.
Every time I come to a door, I look at it and see if someone's behind me. And then
Yep,
if you don't
same.
say thank you, I try to close the door as fast as I can to clip your ankle. I'm not playing with you. Don't do that.
It's
Just all
just
you gotta
rude.
do is say thank you. Like,
Yeah.
oh, thank you for holding the door. Oh,
Mhm.
thank you. Oh no, okay. I got one for your ass.
It,
But,
oh, it's just so annoying to me, but that's what burned me up.
I'm with you on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
You can tell we're all raised in the South because we're like manners.
Where are they? Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, y'all, but this has been another great episode of Fire Pit Conversations. DeLancey, thank you so much for joining us today. And all of our listeners out there, if you haven't already done so, and until next time, make sure you always have your drink.
Or whatever you want to bring to the fire pit. But before that, did you want to
Yeah.
did you want to plug yourself in? Do you want followers? You want people? It's up to you. Did
I
follow a
mean,
journey of yours? You know, we
I
respectful.
didn't even think about that. I was like, oh goodness. I mean, yeah, I guess like if y'all want to follow me, I do have a TikTok. That's where I share most of my I haven't done a lot of adoption content lately. I'm gonna get back into that because I feel like I need to do an update. But I actually have to go look at my handle. It's at unicorn lifts, excuse me, at unicorns lift 2, the number 2 at the end is my TikTok handle. And then if you want, that can actually lead you to my Instagram too. So if y'all want to come see the crazy town, go ahead.
Yeah,
It's fun. It's
enjoy
fun
it.
here.
It's fun.
Yes. Yes. Well, until next time, thank you and have a good night.